मैं इंग्लिश नहीं बोल सकता, कैट कैसे करूं? I have a vernacular background. I have never spoken English in my entire life. Somehow in my school also, English was just a medium of delivering the text. Even my teachers taught in Hindi or the specific vernacular background that you have. After 10th class, I haven't even studied maths. I took commerce without maths. I took humanities. No mathematics subject was there for me. I fear maths. If I see mathematical problem, I feel that things are going to just fall over me. So many questions are like that. So if I do not have English or if I do not have maths, can I still clear CAT? Let's take a look at that. The answer is very simple, yes. But I'm going to divide that into two parts. Let's say you have a vernacular background. If you have a vernacular background, it simply means that you struggle in English. And struggle in English can be of various types. Broadly, two types. Many people, when they put a bit of effort, they can understand what is written as part of the text because you guys are not uneducated. The problem comes when you are supposed to speak or when you are supposed to read something which is more complex. That is what requires practice. Let me give you a bit of understanding on how you can deal with this limitation of vernacular background and see you will be able to crack CAT. And I'm not joking, by the way. People with this background and no mathematics background have actually cracked top B schools like the Blackie. Here are a couple of steps for you. First one, please read. If this is not happening, forget about CAT. If you really want to do it, you have to read every day, 30 to 45 minutes. What you should read? I would not ask you to start with something as complex as, say, the Aeon. Very, very tedious articles. Or the Indian Express editorials. Absolutely not. But start reading. What will you read? Editorials from the newspapers that are comparatively easy in their language, like the Times of India or the Hindustan Times. You should also read books. What sort of books? Preferably you should start with fiction. Easy fiction, even if they are love stories, that's absolutely okay. And go for Indian authors. Indian authors. Let me repeat, Indian authors. Indian authors have this amazing, ability to write in a manner that Indians can very well understand. It's like they will create a picture in front of you. Try reading a Chetan Bhagat novel and you will be able to understand it, even if it takes you, let's say, 5 times more effort and hours as a regular reader, you will still be able to understand. But you move to a foreign author, let's say Sidney Sheldon, it might be difficult for you. Both are fiction writers, by the way. Second thing is, you should start a word bank. Buy a notebook, plain notebook, and start writing words in it. Start writing words in it. And interesting thing is that you should memorize some words, 1000 plus high frequency words, and there are ways to do that. These are some flashcard based apps, Anki and WordUp, which can help you. This is called, I think time based flashcard, something like that it is called. Very interesting. You are in your free time, keep on reading it. There is a book called Word Power Made Easy. You can buy that as well. This is the book which is written by Norman Lewis, works really well when we talk about vocabulary. And I want you to understand, Mr. Vernacular guys, that vocabulary is a vast space, but you don't have to learn all the words, na? 2000 words, just learning 2000 words will enable you to comprehend around 85% of the text that you read. 3000 words will take it to more than 90%, and that's all you need. If you want to understand 98% of the text, you have to memorize 10,000 words. Do you think it is worthy enough to memorize 7,000 more words just for the 7 to 8% of more understanding? When you read 90%, understand 90% of the text that is given to you, you can understand the entire text. So be aware of this thing. High frequency words, that's all you read. And this list is available everywhere on the internet. Everywhere. Third thing is, practice reading comprehension passages weekly. And when I say weekly, you have to span it. 4 to 5 enough. Minimum. Maximum there is no limit. But at least do one every alternate day because you want to build consistency. And I generally say the 5 pause approach is something that you should use to solve your RCs. I'm going to explain the 5 pause approach. This is something which we teach to our students also. And they just become invincible in their RCs when they do it properly. The 5 pause approach is simply that you stop at 5 places when you are solving your RCs and do 5 things. Step number 1, summarize the paragraph that you are reading in your own words. Every single paragraph you should summarize. Second step, once you have summarized all your small paragraphs, summarize the overall passage. Third step is that you read the question but don't read the options. And when you read the question, make your own answer. What will be the answer of this question? According to your understanding of the passage. This is called shadow answer. So read the question, make your own shadow answer. Shadow answer might not be exact. It can also be something like this answer can be found in 4th paragraph, which is okay. But you should be able to do that. Then you should look into the options. This is your 4th step. And when you read the options, you should read the options one by one. When you read first option, decide whether you want to keep it or eliminate it. Then and only then you should go to the next option. And you do that for all 4 or 5 options depending upon the exam. And finally, there is a good likelihood that you will be confused between 2 options. Your 5th step or 5th pause is you finalize between those 2 options. And if you're still not able to do that, leave the question unattempted. But this is the way you should solve every single RC. If you don't do this thing, forget about RC solving. There are various ways in which various educators have presented the same formula. They must have changed the name, which is absolutely okay. But everybody will tell you the same thing. Understand the whole passage thoroughly, summarize it properly, read the question, make your own answer, and then start working on the options. Other strategies are also there with respect to RC solving. Let's say you read the questions first and then the text. I do not recommend any of that. This is going to be your strategy. You got to master this. Let's take a look at your second problem, by the way, which is no mathematics background. So this statement is false. It is not possible that you do not have any mathematics background because everybody studies mathematics till 10th class. The problem is fear. How to deal with that fear? Allow me to tell you that. First thing is start with 6th to 10th level maths. How will you do that? There is a thing called NCERT. You don't even have to buy these books, by the way. They are freely available on internet. Freely. Soft copies from the NCERT platform. Take them. Start working on that. If you can't do that, take a coaching. Which coaching? Let's say IMS. But take the coaching of the batches which are extensive in nature, which are detailed in nature, which can help you deal with the basics. Don't take, a coaching in a batch which is fast track. Be aware of that. Then I would recommend that you do your quant in 3 phases. Phase number 1 is concept building. Let's say April to June. This time we are doing this video in April, so April to June. Then application plus speed practice, which is July to September, followed by your mock testing, September till November, when your CAT exam is there. Now, interesting thing is, and you will love this, I want you to focus on strong areas. What is a strong area? Strong area is not a strong area for you. Strong area is a strong area which CAT calls a strong area. Strong area is that strong area which can get you good marks in quant. And that strong area, by the way, is arithmetic and algebra. Because together, they constitute more than 70% of quants, even 80. Arithmetic only is just 40-50%. Plus minus can happen, but definitely these two will constitute more than 70%. And you know how much score you need to get a 99 percentile in any section? Just 50%. If out of the 70% of the text you can attempt 50% of the questions correctly, you still get 99 percentile. So you don't have to worry about other aspects of quant if you are weak in quants and if you think that quant is a big deal for me. Be selective in your approach. Now this is not something which I am going to tell to everybody. This is for people who think maths is something next to suicide for me. Only for these people. For others, do everything. Because from 99 to 99.99, it's a big leap. And finally, please practice like crazy. Crazy means crazy, like a maniac. Which means 7 to 10 times per chapter. How to do that? I'm not saying you have to repeat the entire chapter, come on. But span out your preparation in a manner that every month you are repeating all your chapters after you are done with your basic preparation. Repetition only means 20 to 30 questions per chapter. If you have more time, 40, 50, 60, 100 questions also. But at least do the bare minimum. Even if you do 20 to 30 questions per chapter, in 10 times, every chapter will give you 300 questions worth of practice. Do you think you will still be, in a problem? You will become unbeatable in quants and you will start loving mathematics. Your fear will go away, and this fear actually goes forever, not just for once. So please connect with our education advisors. They will guide you on that thing, and reach out to us through our various platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and we'll be there to help you out. All the best.